It's your own boy, the one only Great Dane, back with day 946 Star Drop opening. I'm in the Supercell Creator program, and we have quite a few Supercell Store daily freebies today, believe it or not. And we've got a crazy daily 6 wins reward, so I'm glad I didn't get the 6 wins yet. And on top of that, it looks like there's another boss. Again, I had no idea, something like that, which again should allow me to complete both at the same time. So I'm really happy I didn't do that yet. But we got 100 coins. I did get the Brawl Pass Plus, but only because there's that same offer again as last time where you can get a free Buffy key if you get it within the span of the next 2 days. Again, I don't have a creator code yet, but make sure to put one in the store if you end up picking that up to get the free Buffy along with it. Again, it just makes sense for me to do it because I want to get the plus pass anyway, so it'd be kind of weird to miss out on getting the Buffy if I'm just going to get the passes anyway. We have some free bling. Again, I believe that's 100 bling over on the Supercell store. And I'm not going to show the Supercell store in this video, but if you head over there yourselves, which you definitely should because there's quite a few freebies, there's also the 10 free gems because we just hit a new season of Brawl Stars here. So at least 3 freebies there. There's this additional reward of an Omega box where apparently if the community collects enough freebies over on the Supercell store, we will all get a free Omega box. Again, there's no actual indication of how many freebies we need to claim as a community. It just is very suggested that we all need to do that. So again, I'm not saying it's rigged, but you know, who knows? You know, they've done it before. Only in Squad Busters have they admitted it. But anyway, another very significant thing is, as I was telling you guys yesterday, and I'm very happy to say that more of you actually viewed the actual Star Drop daily opening video than you did the meme video I made with Globert spinning in a circle. So I guess you guys can tell what a April Fool's video is versus a regular video. Anyway, this freebie I can give away to you guys, I said in yesterday's video. This is what it is. It's not the craziest looking pin. It's essentially like a flower with a heart or something. But anyway, I'm going to put a QR code on the screen for a few seconds here. You can pause and claim it there. Or I'm going to have a link down in the comments for you guys to get it. Again, I'm sure that's what you guys are really looking for here. But we got a ton of stuff to get into today as well. So the new Brawl Pass season is out here with a very angry looking Lumi and a new animation that's pretty neat if you guys haven't checked that out. I think it's secretly revealing the 3rd member of the Dragon Force trio there. Here's all the Supercell Store freebies. And the pin has already got a nice little animation on it. Again, it's not something I even necessarily see myself using in-game. But I tell you guys what, again, I'm up to 7 out of 10 quest completion for Supercell Creators program, and if I get 10 out of 10, I can apply to become verified, and I can start doing more giveaways for you guys, and I really want to be able to do that. So, again, I only need about 4 more scans on the Clash Royale 10th anniversary code if we're going to complete that one. Again, if 4 of you could just go over there if you haven't gotten it yet. Even if you don't play Clash Royale, you'd be doing me a favor. Again, you only need 4 more people to get a quest completion out of that. But I also have Daily Streak, day 356 with reward 50 coins, and the Fortune of the Trophy Climb will be hard but worth it. And if you guys claim this new flower with the heart emote, it also counts towards quest completion if I get 10 scans. Technically, I scanned it myself, so I only need 9 more people to use it. Makes it just a little bit easier, you know. I'm onto the strategy here. But would you look at the 6 daily wins today? Holy cow. 7 chaos drops. That's right, you're looking at 7 chaos drops. Everybody gets this today, so if you haven't logged on today, what are you doing? Log in and get your 6 daily wins. 7 chaos drops. That is phenomenal. And again, just for reference, yesterday you could get a max of 4 wins on the Chaos Rush, plus 2 from the boss fight there from Bruce Nita, or Nita Bruce, whatever it was called. that one's too confusing for me, but that was 6 chaos drops in one day if you max that out in the Chaos Rush. And then we're getting 7 today, so 2 days in a row is kind of crazy. But anyway, I'm already recording later. It's going to take me a while to edit this to put the QR code in, so I'm going to be posting this a little later, but hopefully you guys will enjoy using the code for the freebie. And I believe if I get 10 uses as well, I think I can even give away another free emote or something. It's like a pirate skull. I'll have to look into that more, and I've never had that achieved, but it's only for one person if I'm not mistaken. So I'd have to do like an official giveaway video for that if I were to do that. But again, I hope you guys are excited. Again, I really want to start doing a lot more freebie giveaways on this channel. And there will be no, I should say this right now, there will be no streams today. This is not another April Fool's joke, where I did the really wacky stream yesterday trying to get Prestige 3 Mortician Squad Busters. That's not a thing. So there will actually be no streams today because I'm focusing on working on being able to get up streams with actual game audio in them, finding a different program, because clearly the A to Z recorder isn't doing that for some reason. Even if I try and turn down the settings, I don't know why. It's using its own settings for streaming, which isn't good, at least not for my standards. And while someone else did go back and vote on the poll I put up, it's about a 50-50 right now. So I'll split the middle. I'll take a little break on the streaming for probably the next 2 days, focused on how I can get more short video forms out on YouTube Shorts and how I can improve my streams. Again, any suggestions you guys have, please put in the comments for app software I can use to stream videos from mobile, Android, or any advice you have on preferably an AI software that can automate my long form videos into shorts, because if I'm doing the remixes by hand or just using a software in general to edit it into the shorts form, it's just going to take me forever. I have nearly double the videos posted than I have subscribers, believe it or not, so it would take me a very, very long time. And just getting those 200 videos I was behind on before on Star Drop daily openings took me like 2 weeks. So I'm really not trying to do that again. I'm not using AI for slop content. I'm simply trying to use AI to help me put out content a little faster, but it's still my content, alright? So that's what I'm looking for. I've found at least one that's free, but it has like a waitlist for a year. I think it's called dummy.com, and yes, that is the name. It's a little ridiculous, I know, but that's the only one I've found so far that doesn't immediately offer you premium $20 a month plans or some nonsense. And the rest of them are like freemium, but if I'm only able to do it with like a one-time video, that doesn't really help me, because again, I have a ridiculous amount of videos. Anyway, enough about that. There's so much to do today. So, again, where do I even start? I guess we'll go to the shop. I also want to point out, you guys, at least 3 of you voted in the poll for these April Fool's skins. They're here for another 6 days, roughly. One of you, again, maybe you're just pulling my leg, but one of you really needs Inflatable Melody. The rest of you seem to be fine with just waiting for these skins to hopefully come at a bling discount later on with the new system they've announced. Again, it's going to be very similar. Everyone's comparing it to, if you guys remember, the Pizza Planet event, except instead of pizza slices, you'd be spending bling, but that's how the discount offers would work. They'd be bundles, and again, saving up your bling right now is a great idea for that if you are going to wait. Besides the skins, I have a daily offer for gems that's okay. A daily freebie of 15 coins as well as 5 credits I'll get after I get the pass. I can activate it right here, I think. I don't know. But anyway, skin section smaller. Make sure to shove in a code again. I always just choose OJ because it's literally 2 letters. That's the only reason, but obviously he's a good creator. As of today, I have 582 XP doublers and 218,536 power points. And I'm just stacking up a lot of other resources here, which again, pretty good feeling. They've been pretty generous recently, but again, I do want to do the season review here, so what the heck are we looking at? Let's go into the quest first. We have our first mega quest of the season. We can get 2 mega boxes. Again, I do think I'm going to hold out on opening my mega quest if I can hold it till the last day of the season, but it depends. What do I have? I could do that. Play 30 battles, and if I ever have a quest that allows me to choose between playing 30 to 60 battles, I can always hold out on that. It's pretty frustrating sometimes to have to make sure I'm resetting it frequently, but I can do that and hold all my rewards till the end of the season, which would include 2 mega boxes, 3 chaos drops, 8 star drops, the Buffy that ends up being power points. You know what, actually, well, they probably won't release the batch in this month if I'm being honest, but I was gonna say, if I could save it long enough, maybe I could actually get a free Buffy out of it. And then we have the exclusive for those 3 chaos drops at the end there, as well as some extra power points. But yeah, again, I'll at least try to save them. Alright, and there's no other crazy quests going on here, but we do have new quests to start the season, of course. And let's open up the actual pass itself and get a good look, shall we? Hopefully we've got something exciting going on. I mean, they've already teased it essentially, but we have dragon and fairy skin sets. Man, I guess it makes sense because of the color variants, but I think the skin everyone really wants is Fairy Frank, if we're being completely honest here. But something I definitely can't forget to do. Can I finally use my brawler keys? I can. Okay, wonderful. So
snack time, serpent.
Again, just to make sure I'm not wasting any credits here.
Afraid of snakes, right, Finks?
We have There's such an interesting relationship between Naja and Finks here. She's always dabbing on him about being a cat roleplay person, or does Finks believe he is a cat, or does he pretend to be? I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but her voice lines seem to dab on him about that a little bit, right? Pull his chain. But anyway, other advice so far, they're saying you should hold on to your resource keys until we find out what the new system is going to look like. As for the bling, again, 5,000 bling has always seemed like the best deal in terms of resources to me from the resource keys, but again, don't spend anything just yet, is the best advice I can give. But again, I do have quite a few Brawl Pass pluses, so of course I'm going to activate it. But of course, in terms of the actual review, what are we actually getting that's interesting this season, right, or exclusive? So we got a little happy, what did you say, I can't believe I'm blanking on it, Robin Hood, right? We even have a skin called Grobin Hood, I think, if I'm not mistaken, but we have a Robin Hood robot with a coin sack getting shot by an arrow, dropping its coins. Again, I really like that emote where the guy laughs, the knight laughs, and then gets shot in the face with an arrow after dodging one of them. That one's pretty funny to me. But that's a Brawl Pass, a Pro Pass exclusive emote as of right now. So you do have to spend $25 to get that one, unfortunately. But that is one of my favorite emotes in the game. It's just really funny. It looks like we have another flower type emote, but it's actually on the Brawl Pass this time. It's like a... Is it a steering wheel or a peace sign? I don't know, but it's a lovely flower emote. Again, I'm going to assume everything else that's resource or RNG based is probably going to be the same as last season. So we're really only looking for, I'll say, exclusive type items, at least as of right now. We have a wilting rose, very reminiscent of Beauty and the Beast, perhaps. We have a fiery dragon spray. It's kind of cool. Again, I don't know if I'd use it, but it looks neat at least. We have an angry treasure chest. That was not too bad. We have a pretty triggering skull fairy king emote, something like that. I don't know. That people are definitely going to be using that as BM though, right? We have the new player icon that is actually the same as the app icon, so that's kind of funny. I think that's about it. Again, I always forget this. Skins were replaced with skin keys, but we can see what the skins are. I guess I can look at those in a second. And the player title is mythical. That's actually not too shabby. I could see some people wanting to use that. Again, the Brawlentine and trying to remember what the most recent one was, weren't really that amazing. Again, we're on season 49. I forget the names, but again, it should let us see the skins here. So Dragon Griff, I know people are definitely wanting this one, especially Reflex. Not to call anyone out, but I think we know. Fairy Bonnie. It's certainly a unique skin for Bonnie, but would I actually want to use it over something like the Empress Bonnie skin? They got the dark version of it, so that's kind of cool. I like that. It feels different than just a coloration variant, especially since it changes the eyes a bit. Yeah, I'm actually really happy they included the Dark Fairy variant because it feels rather different to the bright and regular one. If you're looking for that angsty teen getup, right? Something a little darker. I could definitely see myself using it. Plus, you'll notice it actually synergizes amazingly with the I think it's just called Fairy Janet skin, right? It's pretty much like a miniature version of that, which, if you guys didn't know, apparently Bonnie and Janet are sisters, so it makes a lot of sense. A very cool skin, really happy to see it. So yeah, again, I definitely actually see myself running both of these skins, at least the variants. But what do we have for Griff? We have the regular, standard, you know, it's pretty neat. We have Greedy Griff, kind of looking like a Charizard, sort of, with that color variant. I think that's what people are comparing it to. And then Hoarder Griff. Again, I'd have to choose between Hoarder and Dragon. I don't really mind the Greedy Griff too much. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy it that play Pokemon this variant more. But I could see any of these variants being pretty good, honestly. It's just a cool skin. But I think I really only like the one variant on the Bonnie one. But yeah, again, whether you decide to pick up the Brawl Pass Plus or Brawl Pass really just depends on, do you like these skins and do you want both skin sets? As well as, I think you could just get the title from the regular pass. The majority of the things you're getting from Brawl Pass Plus now are shoved at the front of the pass, so you're really only getting additional resources, as far as I'm aware, additional keys for that. So, again, if you're getting the Brawl Pass Plus, I'd really only recommend it if you want both skin sets, because that's what you're getting the additional skin key from. That's where you're getting your most value, because if you guys don't know, both the skin sets only cost 1 key this season, but after that every skin set costs 2, which again, reasonably you'd never want to miss buying the Pro Pass Plus for that reason, because you're getting the discount during the actual season. But again, it's not like we need every single cosmetic in the game, right? But I at least thought I'd point it out. Again, in general, I do like the theme of this season. It's pretty whimsical, pretty cool, right? I think a lot of people like D&D too, and again, that really goes into the Brawl Pass animation they just did recently. But let's open up the news tab here. There's the little animation. And they might have actually finally released some patch notes on it. Right, change bling in the catalog. I don't want to read through all this right now. Maybe I could bring up some TLDR tomorrow, or I think most people already have. This is not a roadmap video. They'd like to resolve cosmetic bling problems with cosmetics. We'll try a new version of the shop. Again, I don't know if they're going to add any specifics in here. That's what I'm really looking for. I think everyone else is already... Okay, so they're going to share more during the Brawl Talk. I wouldn't necessarily waste too much time reading this here, because other YouTubers like Ray, and I think even Reflex, any other Brawl Stars YouTuber that's actually like, I want to say towards the Super Creator tier, is going to have this info earlier than I would. But again, I watch their videos, that's the only reason I know. We're also making some adjustments to free-to-play resources, adding a new bling quest, adding more bling for the free ride pass, reducing the chance of skins dropping from star drops. That's the only thing I'm sad to see, is that the percent chance of getting them out of star drops, chaos drops, and brawler boxes is actually being reduced, because they want us more likely now to actually choose when to spend our bling, so it feels more valuable, which makes sense. But again, when you start maxing out your account, there's so much less to look forward to for getting things out of star drops. I just recently got all of those rare star drop pins. Like, what else do I have to look forward to? Right now it's just, can I get hypercharges? And I'm almost collected all of those too, so it's unfortunate, right? So should I use my bling now or wait? Overall, your bling spend will be more impactful in the new update. So they're just saying that up front. You really should just be saving your bling right now, and that's pretty much what everyone's saying anyway. And then they just say how you can get bling. So again, nothing too crazy there. The biggest thing, it's going to be harder to get skins out of other things moving forward. And again, I'm really sad as well that they're only offering an Omega box on the Supercell store instead of an Ultra box. But you still can get up to, I think, a Mythic skin out of an Omega box. So definitely don't count it out. But I would have been a lot happier to see Ultra box, since we're not even getting those anymore guaranteed at the end of the season. Anyway, we have live coming up in about 2 weeks. As you guys know, qualifiers are this weekend, which I should be participating in as well. So I got a lot of stuff going on these next few days. But anyway, I still got to get my 6 daily wins. And again, another chaos drop through this challenge means that is 8 chaos drops today, which I feel like I probably should have gotten even more yesterday if they didn't cap it, but hey, this is still a ton of free rewards here. So obviously I'm going to get my 6 daily wins through this boss. And again, I hope I'm not forgetting anything. There's just so much going on right now. But we have Boss Dragon Griff with the Fog of War mod. So you can only see as far as your brawler's line of sight. So apparently there's a secret room, and I saw someone point this out in a comment, I think in response to one of Reflex's posts, where they're just shouting out to him. There's a quote-unquote secret room in the back there with a bunch of boxes in it. That's what I've heard. So you need a brawler that can jump or teleport or something like that, because you can't... Well, actually, you know what? There is a small space in between there where I think you could still break the walls. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna play Colt. I'm always looking for an excuse to play Colt in these boss battles, right? But if I can pull out Colt here... This feels so disorganized. I think I have it by trophies. Here he is. Okay, so obviously we're gonna want the silver bullet to destroy the environment, but I think I should just be able to shoot right through it immediately, which should make it really easy. Then I have the ability for extra damage. Again, depending on how hard Griff gets, I might want to switch over to Slick Boots so I can dodge easier, but I don't think it should be a problem anyway. Again, a ton of chaos drops here, so I'm really excited to get into this. Let's see how hard this is, I'll let you guys know. And there's another room off to the side there that I'm assuming also has some boxes, so we'll just have to see. I'll let you guys know after this first round, tell you how hard it is, what the boss does. And of course, I'm not showing any gameplay, but of course you guys could easily look it up before you play to get a better idea. So, again, I'll jump right into it here, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, we're back with the first win here. So let's see what we have for... It should be getting two chaos drops and a regular star drop. So let's see what we have. Already starting off with an epic. 200 coins. Okay. As well as 4 super rares, 100 coins. 50 power points, 100 coins, 30 credits. And for the actual boss battle, again, it doesn't say what it's for, but that's what it is. We have an epic of 100 power points. So I will point out to you guys, despite the look of the map here, those walls can't be shot through because it would allow you to walk outside of the map. So despite them not looking like indestructible walls, which again, it's so weird to me. Why do they have metal walls there to indicate that you can't break through them? It's probably because there's a difference between border walls and regular walls. So if they put anything else in between, it would be destructible. But again, you do need a brawler that can jump or teleport or something. So I'm going to take a second to look through the options and try and consider which one might be the best. Gale comes to mind just because he has the immediate jump ability without needing the super or anything. Edgar, obviously. They said Dynamite's not a bad option, and that actually makes a lot of sense to me because the boss just kind of streamlines bullets out in all directions. So if you just sit behind the wall, it actually seems like it's going to be really easy. So I might just pick up Dynamite, but I'll at least look around first. And again, let's keep going. Also, I think someone just sent me a friend request specifically because I'm running this Colt skin, which, as you guys don't know, is pretty OG, and it's exclusive. You could only get it during the first ever World Championship skins. One of my proudest accomplishments was deciding to spend $5 on this skin. Again, supported the championship as well as it just looks cool. It's got great animation. It even got a pin for free later on too. So anyway, enough of that. Let's keep going. Alright, so we're back with the second win. You have daily wins. We have another cash up. Let's see what we have.
Super rare.
2 super rares, 50 power points and 100 coins. As well as a rare 50 coins. And then we have the Mega Quests. Again, I forgot to switch it over, but again, usually don't get anything too good out of the Mega Boxes anyway, so let's see what we have. So starting with a 9 box, you have 100 XP doublers, 50 coins, 100 XP doublers, 25 power points, 50 coins, 10 credits, 10 credits, 10 credits, 10 credits. And we should have a second one, which is a 9 box, 25 power points, 25 power points, 50 bling, 50 coins, 100 XP doublers, 25 power points, 25 power points, Okay, 1,000 coins. 10 credits. You know, I guess I stand corrected. It was at least something decent there. But that should open up the next mega quest, which is heal health. Could select win 15 battles, I guess, as a secondary there if I don't want to do it. But again, this one is only worth coins anyway, so I don't really think it matters, I'll say. Yeah, I'll just have it set to 15, but the health one's probably the easiest if you just play Poco. So what I'll say so far is, again, I haven't pointed out, but the side room to the left there has an energy drink in it. I don't know how often that spawns, but Dynamite definitely seems to be one of the best to get the boxes and deal consistent damage without having to risk running into all of the shots of the Boss Dragon Griff here. Boss Dragon Griff does seem to have a piggy bank even in as soon as the second wave where he can start trying to destroy the walls, so do be aware of that. Again, Edgar might still be a decent choice, but I'm surprised it's going to stick with Dynamite, so let's keep going. Alright, we have the third win. Another Chaos drop. Super rare of 100 coins, and the challenge win. You have a rare of 50 coins. And something else I'm wondering, besides the Griff boss only being able to sometimes shoot out his hypercharge notes that go through walls, in the third stage he does start shooting out a lot of piggy banks. But generally, I'm thinking if I just stay in the secret room, even if my teammates die, if the Griff gets close enough to it, I'll probably just be able to stay alive in there regardless of the difficulty. I don't know, we'll just have to see, but either way, this one it does get pretty difficult, so let's keep going. I'll stick with Dynamite here just so I can keep throwing over the walls. It's actually working surprisingly well. Alright, on to the next win. Let's see what we have.
Super rare!
Super rare of 100 coins. Rare. As well as a rare 50 coins. Again, I just want to point out, I wouldn't usually show off any gameplay, but just so you guys can get an idea, I'll show it quickly here. And this actually seems to work, which is really surprising to me. So again, in the side room you can see the energy drink there, but I'll make my way to the secret room in the back. Fast forward a little bit too much, but you guys can see there are 9 boxes back here. But what's surprising is if the boss gets close enough, he only has 2 attacks that can even really get you. So as long as you dodge his exploding piggy banks that are a thrown attack and his hypercharge banknotes, like he literally can't even hit me here. So I'm just saying, you know, if you got a bunch of Dynamites on a team, it'd be pretty easy to win here. Also, I forgot to show off yesterday because I did get to Alien Fame 3. They did send me that new pin through my inbox. But anyway, I'm going to keep using that strategy because it seems kind of cheesy, but other than that, let's keep going. Alright, on to the 5th win. We have... Okay, we actually got a legendary here. Yeah, I think I'm getting the friend request because I literally can't be beaten apparently if I just sit in that back room as Dynamite. So even if the other 2 die, I just sit there and keep hitting them with bombs. But again, 1,000 coins there, not too shabby. And a rare, 25 power points again. I can really only get 2 hypercharges right now because Naj doesn't even have one. So again, always still trying to get those hypercharges, but I still have 2 more chaos drops to get. Again, my question is, can I still use the cheese strategy on the hardest difficulty of the challenge right now? We'll have to see, and I'll let you guys know in a second, but hopefully this goes well. Alright, we got the final win here.
Super rare!
We have a super rare of 100 coins, as well as a super rare of 100 coins. Again, we still got at least 2,000 coins from the mega boxes and one of the legendary chaos drops there, so not too shabby overall. Again, the last thing I'll point out is the piggy banks on the impossible explode shooting out coins in the up, down, left, right directions. So they're slightly harder to dodge, but for some reason the boss does seem to shoot a lot of the piggy banks outside the bounds of the room, so it doesn't even do anything. So majority of the time, if you just sit in the back with Dynamite, and if you take any damage, just make sure to heal up, you're going to get a very easy win there. especially if you're the one that has all the cubes, because the randoms aren't exactly that great. But yeah, that's pretty fun. And one more thing I'll say that I've noticed is that usually when you defeat a boss, they just kind of explode. This time there's actually a little animation of him just falling over for the loss animation, so that's kind of neat. But other than that, I don't think too much else is going on today. I forgot to try out the modes, the extra modes, because there's 2 showdowns and Brawl Arena. Again, if anything, it was just a joke. I don't know, but I didn't actually try out those additional modes in the game yesterday. I don't know if there's anything weird going on, but if you guys did, let me know if you tried down both the showdowns. If one of the modes was secretly not what it said it was, like, I wouldn't be surprised if the map that said it wasn't Brawl Arena, I think it said it was another Brawl Ball, was secretly just Brawl Arena the whole time. But other than that, as of today, of course, we have the actual Boss Dragon Griff fight. We have Wipeout, Hello Always Ends with a Goodbye, Brawl Hockey Tiptoe, Brawl Ball 5v5 Siberian Standoff, Brawl Arena the Smack Dome, Free Play Knockout New Perspective, and the map maker winner of the day is Duo Showdown Free Title. Again, not really sure why it's called that, but basically just play any brawler that can jump and move over water and you'll probably get a free win there. Doesn't really do you any good unless you're trying to complete a quest or something though, so. Again, as far as I'm aware, I think I've covered just about everything today. Again, of course, make sure to get that free pin that I'm giving away, and make sure to head over to the Supercell store to get all those freebies, so we can all as a community get a free Omega box. And of course, make sure to log in today to get 7 free chaos drops. Again, technically 8 if you complete this boss, but it even lasts tomorrow. So yeah, other than that, again, hopefully you guys will get some good stuff out of those drops. Let me know if you're going to be picking up the Brawl Pass or Brawl Pass Plus. Again, if you get the Plus Pass within the next 2 days, I believe, and you get it over on the Supercell store, you will get an additional free Buffy key in your inbox at some point as well. And again, I might even have mine here already. No, not quite. There's the Alien Fame 3 notification I was telling you guys about. But yeah, other than that, again, let me know if you guys are enjoying the theme of this season. Again, it's something I think is pretty cool, you know, whimsical, knights, dragons, fairies, etc. But other than that, let's see how far I can take this, guys.